Hello, welcome to week 7 of the 40-week series that supports the parents of toddlers through the second year of their cochlear implant if they have received their implant before the age of 2 years. If you wish to download the whole resource from our website, the link is given below. Let's talk about the goals for this week. In auditory goals, the goal for your child is to remember 2 known items in a proper sequence. So that can be any 2 known words which he knows, familiar words, but he or she has to remember in a sequence. For example, if you say, go and get your socks and shoes, your child should first bring the socks, then the shoes. If your child brings shoes first, you say, listen again. I said, get the socks and the shoes. So you put socks as a little highlighted word. Again, another example you can take is pick up the books and the toys and put in the box. The child should be able to pick up the books first and not the toys first. Coming to receptive language goal, the receptive language goal for this week is to understand the language of songs. What I mean is, if you are singing a song of Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star, then your child should be able to pick up the star, whatever picture of star or a star. If you're singing Old MacDonald Had a Farm, your child should be able to pick up the book of on the farm. If you're singing Incy Wincy Spider, the child should be able to pick up that book. When you're singing that song, continuing, fill in the blanks to see if your child is filling in the language. Coming to expressive language goals, we expect your child to use some plurals now. We had been giving a lot of auditory bombardment of plurals. You have talked about words ending with S and the words ending with ES. Now check if your child is using any of these plurals. Sometimes children find it easy to remember ES because it's easier to hear. There's an extra syllable at the end, no? And they might not hear the S in the end. Therefore, you have to see what is comfortable with your child. If your child is using S or ES, that's all right. But expect your child to use some words in plural. When he or she sees lot of ducks, the child should say ducks and not duck. Also, at this stage, we expect that your child should be able to use 3 to 4 or 4 to 5 word sentence. 3 words we did last week, no? When we were talking about the phrases on the table, under the bed, in the bed. So that was 3 word sentence we were expecting your child to speak. Now you should start expecting the child to speak in at least 4 to 5 words. That means the child should start the full sentence and not the phrase now. So when you say the duck is swimming in the water, the child should be able to say, the duck is swimming in the water, not swimming in the water. It's the same way, do you have your socks and shoes? And the child should be able to say, I have socks and shoes. So this way you increase the little sentences. Now remember, if you speak in 3 to 4 word sentences to your child will remember 2 words and the child will speak in 2 word sentences. If your child is speaking in 2 word sentences, also means that your child has auditory memory of 2 words. Increase the auditory memory of these words to 3-4 words at least. You start speaking in 6 to 7 word sentences. There you will see that your child will increase the length of the sentence in expressive language and the child will be able to speak in 4 to 5 words. So work on that. Another goal for expressive language is to understand the word say. So when you are, the week for the theme for this week is animals. So when you're talking about the animals, you can ask your child, what does the duck say? What does the dog say? What does the cat say? Expect the child to just not to say quack, quack. A dog says woof, woof. So full sentence speech is expected at this stage. In speech, we expect 3-syllable babble. Last week you were doing 2-syllable babble, no? Now this week shift to 3-syllable babble. Again at 2 stages. One is where the consonant is the same and vowel is also the same. And second, where the consonant is same but vowels are different because they are 3-syllable babble. For example, Babu bhi, kake ko, pupapi ko, pupapi. When you are changing the vowels, but when your consonant is also same and vowel is also same, then the example is pa pa pa, pi pi pi, pu pu pu. Which one is easier? Of course, the same vowel, same consonant is easier. So work on that, and this will help in intelligibility of the speech. Okay, the theme for this week, like I said, is animals. So what song can you sing for your child? Old MacDonald had a farm. There will be lot of animals. There will be what does the animals say. Can be babble also. Also, what story you can take. The book for this week is recommended as The Brown Bear. I have the book here. Let me find out. Yeah. This is the book Brown Bear. So the book is Brown Bear, Brown Bear, Brown Bear, Brown Bear. What do you see? I see a red bird looking at me. Now, when you are saying this, you are not showing the red bird. So the child is first listening, guessing, and then you open the page of the red bird. Red bird, what do you see? The child is waiting, and then you say, before that you say, I see a yellow duck looking at me. And then you open the page to show yellow duck. And then you repeat. Now you say, red bird, what do you see? Your child should say, I see a yellow duck looking at me. Like this, you can make up a story of this book which can help you. Okay, coming to tips. The first tip is on auditory memory sequence. So what you need to remember is the child is not able to say blends at this stage. What are the blends? Where 2 consonants are put together without a vowel in between. Like snake. S and N is put together. If there's a vowel, it becomes snake. It is not snake, it's snake. So S and N are blended together, so we call them blends. Don't expect your child to use blends at this stage. Your child will not say brown bear. Your child will say brown bear. That's all right. Accept that. That is a developmental stage. Another thing you have to remember is your child will not be able to use those sounds which are developed later in age. For example, ra, r, rabbit. The child will not be able to say rabbit, and if your child says abbot, that's all right. Don't start giving formal corrections for that. Just give 3 auditory input, go to babbling and quit. What other tips we can do is about babbling games. Play the babbling games twice a day, at least for few minutes. Make it a fun game. 3-syllable babble anytime you're playing da da dee dee dog 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 da da dee dee doo doo dog dog dog. So you see, it's just a game, a rhyme you make up and you talk, and when you are playing, lot of babbling will help the child to improve speech. It helps self-monitoring. It creates auditory feedback. Why are we doing babbling? It doesn't make any sense. It's not meaningful word, right? What is auditory feedback? Auditory feedback loop is developed to improve the speech of the child. It's a connection between or amongst the ear, the brain, and the speech organ. When you say something, your child hears it, your child tries to understand it, comprehend it, and tries to speak it. So there is a circuit completed between your amongst your other ear, brain, and speech organ. Then again, when the child speaks, the child is hearing his own voice and understanding what is saying correct and not correct. So that auditory feedback loop creation is very important for improvement in speech. So you have to remember that till now we are playing with the sounds. We are not working on sounds. So we are not giving formal speech corrections. Still, we are giving auditory bombardment of these items. Thank you. Thank you very much for those who have given the comments in this in the last session. Please try these activities and let me know if it has worked for you or whatever has worked for you. Let me know. If you have any suggestions, any feedback, I would love to have that. Thank you so much. Please subscribe to Cochlear India YouTube channel and press the bell icon so that you get notification for the next episode. So I see you on next week. Thank you.